Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel and this is my library. In today's video, I bring you a brand new reading vlog. I've been having so much fun with my reading vlogs lately. Everything I pick up for a reading vlog ends up being a 4-star or a 5-star, and I have to keep doing it. So in today's video, I have put together 4 horror novellas that I have been dying to read. 2 of them are actually on my 25 to read in 25 or 24 to read in 24. So they're going to help me check off a couple of those things that are pending. And yes, I'm excited to tell you everything I want to read in this reading vlog. So the first thing that I want to pick up is D7 by Philip Fracassi. And I believe I recently hauled this, and I remember in my haul video saying, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for an October horror novella reading vlog. And I kind of decided I was going to go ahead and add this to this video. And all I really know, again, I'm going blind into most of these. So all I really know about this one is that it's about a group of people or 2 people who walk into a bar, and then there's music playing and they can't get out of the bar. That's really all I know about it. It's super thin, guys. I've heard wonderful things about Philip Fracassi. I have quite a few of his books, so I've been dying to check out his writing. I think I'm gonna love it. So that's one of the things I'm reading for this reading vlog. I will also be reading Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. And this, I believe, is one of those that's on my 24 to read in 24 or something like that. And I've really been wanting to read this one. I know it's a very old King from the 80s, and I know it's about werewolves. That's really all I know about it. Oh, and I know it has some gnarly illustrations. So that's really all I know about it, but I'm very excited to give this one a shot. I will also be reading Walking Practice by Dolki Min in this one, and a bunch of my friends here on BookTube have been talking about it, and I can't wait to read it. Caitlin from Spill the Reads keeps telling me that I have to pick it up, and she can't wait for my reactions to it. So here it is, Caitlin. I'm doing it in this vlog. And all I know is that this is like an alien who's like a shapeshifter, and I think he eats people. That's really all I know and all I want to know, but I'm very excited to get to it. And then the last book I will be trying to read for this vlog is The House of 12 by Sean Davies. And this is another one of those that's been on my read 24 and 24 or something like that, that has carried over. And I'm super excited for this one because I've anticipated reading this for so long. And it's funny because I decided I was going to add this to this reading vlog, and then I saw that Michelle from Literary Me talked about this. And so Michelle, you said you really loved it, so I'm excited to give it a shot and try to read this. So that's pretty much what I'm reading, guys. These 4 horror novellas. I think I should be able to read like 2 a day, so hopefully this doesn't take me too long to kind of put together. But wish me luck, and I'll update you once I have maybe finished one of them. I'll let you know how it goes. Yay! Look how pretty that looks. Yes!
I like that they're mean. What?
Bulldoze. Yes! Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
No more tepig. Oh, my little tepig. My little tepig.
Ah! Pig Knight. He looks like a wrestler.
Yeah. Power up punch. I need to give them their new moves.
But he's not poisoned anymore, so it saved you.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. It's a little bit later in the day, and guess what? I finished D7, and it was so good. I think I'm gonna give this like a 4.5 star, maybe a 5 star, but I'm thinking it's a 4.5. This was so good. So, I know I didn't tell you too much. I'm still not going to tell you a whole lot because the synopsis is not a lot what they give you. But basically, yeah, it's a couple that they are driving back to their hotel and they stumble upon this bar. And it's like the bar comes out of nowhere. And then they go inside. The wife doesn't want to. And then he's like, come on, just for like a little bit. Let's just go in because they're like traveling to a house that they're buying, I think it was. So they decide to get off and they walk into the bar. And then when they walk into the bar, the door immediately closes behind them. And everyone in the bar just turns to stare at them. And that's all I'm going to tell you because this is so short, guys. But I cannot recommend this enough. If you like short horror, uh, a little novella that you can sit down and read and finish it in one sitting, D7 is so good. It's the right amount of like spooky eeriness. It's the right amount of like gore. I thought it was excellent. There were a couple lines here that I marked because they were just so good. Let's see if I can find some. But yeah, I really enjoy like the way he phrases things, and I was very impressed. This is the first time that I read something by Philip Fracassi. Yeah, but I'm not gonna read you the whole thing, but I just had to mark it. Like I read it and I was like, wow, this paragraph is beautiful. Again, I don't want to tell you too much because this is so short, but if you've never read this, I definitely recommend it. I'm at a 4.5 star, but the more I talk about it, I might just bump it to a 5 star. I don't know, but it was absolutely wonderful. I went ahead and also started the cycle of the werewolf, and it's going so well. I really love that each of the chapters feels like it is a little short story connected by a bigger story. So it's almost like a framing thing. And each of the chapters is like one of the months. And the illustrations are so beautiful. We have full spread illustrations that are like black and white. And then each of the stories or each of the months then has like a beautiful color illustration. Stunning. The writing is great. I'm definitely into it. I'm right now in March, so I'm 3 chapters in, and I'm loving this. If this continues, man, it might be a 5 star because it's really good. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I will go ahead and update you guys once I have finished and I start my next book. Hi guys, I'm back with an update. I finished Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. And this was so good, guys. I ended up giving it 5 stars. If you if you're a Stephen King fan and you have not read Cycle of the Werewolf, I think you need to. I think it's great. If you like creature features, and even if you don't, I'm not a creature feature person, but I found this to be so fun. I love the framing device of how we have the major story, which is clearly the werewolf in this small town that's like attacking people and stuff. But I like that each of the chapters gives us a new person. And then we're like, some people we love, some people we don't love. And then I kept, every time they would introduce a new month and there was like a new person, I was like, oh, I hate this person. I hope they're the next victim of the wolf. Or, oh my gosh, I love this character. I hope they don't end up dying. And I do love then that after you proceed and you're like past like the first 5 or 6 chapters, you start to see a recurring thing with the different characters in the book. So we keep seeing them or bumping into them. I love that everything is resolved. I loved the ending. I like that it was action packed. I loved that the writing was so descriptive. There was just enough gore, just enough like mystery trying to figure out who the werewolf is or what the werewolf is. And yeah, I thought it was so much fun. And these illustrations are so beautiful, guys. I need to make sure I check which one I show you because I don't want to spoil anything. But some of these illustrations are stunning. Look how beautiful that is. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad it was a part of this horror novella. It's such a fast read, guys. You can totally read this like in one sitting, and it's so interesting. And it was a lot of fun, and I finished it, and I'm so excited. Um, in addition to that, I started reading. Where am I? Am I here? I think I'm here. I started reading The House of 12, and I have very good news so far. I'm really loving it. I'm not very far. I am only in page 36, so I'm not very far in, but it's not super long either. It has 140 pages, so I have about 100 pages to go. But I'm really, really liking this. So I'm not sure if I told you the premise. I don't know, but so far we are following these. Well, first the character, there's a main character that wakes up and she's like, oh my god, I'm not home. And then she starts to look around her and she sees other people and they all start kind of like waking up at the same time as her, and then they're all sharing that same experience, like, where am I, like, this isn't my house, what am I doing here, and I can't really remember anything. Like they've something has happened that their memories are affected. So we basically start finding out that there are 12 people total in the house, and we don't know why they're there. We know that it's impossible for them to leave the house because everything has been bricked and boarded up, so there is no way they can escape. And we also find out that they're playing a game, and it's basically like a game of survival to see who survives or whatnot. We have no idea who's orchestrating this or what's happening, but we start already to see like the dynamic tensions between the characters. They were given a set of 3 or 4, I think it's 4 rules that they had to follow. And again, it's a novella, so I don't want to tell you too much, right? But they have to follow those rules, and that's basically it. Like, in order to survive, or not even, like, they have to do that. They have no option, right? So that's where we are right now. I love, a group of people locked up in a, isolated setting. I'm enjoying the dynamic between the characters. I'm enjoying disliking a lot of the characters. It's crazy how quickly, like, some of the characters you're like, this person should be next. Like, I hate this person. Or it's such an interesting character study, like, or of how people function. Like, why are some people like this? Like, why are some people opposing the group like automatically? Like, why are you like this? It makes me feel like, okay, you're all in the same predicament, work together to try to escape. But then there's always like 2 or 3 people, in this case there's more in this book, but that are just like, I'm doing my own thing, or you're not the boss of me. And it's like, okay, you're all stuck in this house together and you have to survive. Like, what are you gonna do if you like piss everyone off? Like, that's not a great strategy for survival. So I think it's super fun, to kind of see how people react. And I'm sure it's like this. I'm sure, like, in real life, like, if this were to happen, like, there are people like this, and you know exactly who those people would be, who would not go with the flow, who would like bring opposition or problems to everything. So I am enjoying that. There is some gore already and violence, and it's pretty horrific, I think. And it's also a mystery because we're trying to figure out why they are trapped here. So far, guys, I'm enjoying this a lot. I think it's a great reading experience. And yeah, Let's see how it continues. So I will try updating you a little bit later. I do have a very long day today, so I'll see when I'm able to read again. But I am planning on going today. So there's a huge Barnes and Noble in my area within like 25 minutes of me that closed, and this had been a staple of Miami for like a really long time. Like it's one of the oldest Barnes and Nobles in the area, and it closed recently. And a couple blocks down they opened up a brand new Barnes and Noble. So I believe it opens maybe like a week or two ago. So I've been dying to go and check it out. Although we mourned the loss of the other Barnes and Noble, I'm so excited that that there's a new one and it's close by. One of my students told me that she went and that it's really pretty and the lighting is really nice and it's huge. So we're planning on doing that today. We will head over there toward nighttime, but we're also planning on going to dinner in a live music kind of place. I'll try to get some footage and take you along with me on that. But I will definitely get some footage of the new Barnes and Noble. I'm so excited. I want to get their coffee and the $5 book. I'm not sure if you guys have a Barnes and Noble around you or you're aware, but Barnes and Noble does this thing where they'll have a $5 book if you buy something from the cafe. So this time I'm actually interested in the book, so I'm gonna do that. It's a book that's like a Christmas mystery, I think it is. I've seen a couple people posting about it on Instagram, so I'm excited to go pick up my book. I will probably buy a couple things once I'm there, and I will hopefully be able to share those with you when I haul everything. But yeah, so I'll see if I'm able to read. I know once I get back home, I'll be able to do a little bit of reading, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish The House of 12 today, but we will see. And yeah, I'm super excited for the new Barnes and Noble. I can't wait to go and get you some footage. All right, so I will talk to you guys a little bit later. couple hours later, quite a few hours later. But I'm finally home and today was so much fun. We had a lovely dinner. I'll make sure that I post some footage of that. It was so much fun. The place was really nice. We had never been there before. But most importantly, it was 2 blocks down from the Barnes and Noble. This has got to be one of the nicest Barnes and Noble stores I've ever been to. Obviously, it's brand new, right? So it's just brilliant. But the lighting is incredible. The fixtures are so nice. It is huge, quite possibly one of the biggest stores I've ever been to. And I've been to like the multiple story Barnes and Noble in New York. That's huge. This is a huge Barnes and Noble. I took some footage. I think I took like a 4 minute clip of me just walking around the store, getting like a feel for it. And I didn't even like show you half the store because I was just, I couldn't film anymore because I just wanted to absorb it all in and take it all in like firsthand. So I'll probably go again soon. I do want to go with my mom because I want her to see it. They had so many recommendations. Like I love when bookstores have like employee recommendations with the little tags on them or whatever. They had one of those in every section of the store, like every single section. And it's so well distributed, well organized. Like, oh my gosh, guys, it's just beautiful. I hope the video does it justice and you're able to see how awesome it is. So I got 2 things. So I did pick up the book that was $5 with a purchase from a coffee at the cafe. So we went ahead and stopped at the cafe. We ordered some coffee, and then I bought my book for, well, my husband bought the book for $5. And the cafe area, guys, is huge. That's why I say my husband got it, because we found one table that was available and I ran to it and I was able to sit. And there's like so much space to sit at the cafe, but it was so packed. I don't think I've ever seen a bookstore like so packed here in Miami. It was truly incredible. So anyway, the book that I was able to get for $5 is Murder at Holly House. And it says, "In a village of lies, death comes with the snow." And this is by Denzel Mayrick. And I'm so excited for this, guys. I am planning for December to do like spooky book or mystery book featuring Christmas, like spooky or like either horror or mystery Christmas books. I want to do like a vlog on that. And so I've been accumulating quite a few books. I have a couple already that I want to read for that. And then this is going to be added to that. And I'm so excited. I think this is going to be fun. Look how cool this part is back here. And it was only $5 with the purchase of the cafe. So I love little deals like that and incentives like that. And yeah, if you have a Barnes and Noble around you and this is on your list, get a coffee and get the book for $5. Pretty good deal. And then, guys, this is especially for my stationery people. I know a lot of my subscribers are my stationery friends. Stationery friends, look at this. So this is from Paper Love, Enchanted Kingdom, right? 160 tear off pages for writing, crafting, and sharing. Hello. And then it says includes stationery, gift wrap, stickers, posters, and more. And look at this aesthetic. I just want you to look at that aesthetic. Guys, this, I don't have words. What I think I'm gonna do, because obviously I'm gonna flip through a little bit, right? So you can see it. I can't even flip it. It's impossible to show you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through this as if I'm doing like when I'm doing one of my stationary videos, one of my reading journal videos. I'll go ahead and show this off because it is just spectacular. Like first, the variety of what it gives you, right? So back here we have like cardstock kind of paper, right? And then here we have like something to write a letter. Mind you, all the pages are perforated, so they very easily detach. Look at this cardstock paper. Look at this like printer paper with like a beautiful border. And then just like that, we have like stickers. So that's a full sticker sheet. And then here we have an envelope. This is actually like an envelope. What? We have postcards, and they're thicker. Like the postcard is actually thicker, and it has like the mailing area and everything. Look at these postcards. I just I mean, I can spend hours, guys. It has bookmarks, guys, bookmarks. I mean, and then look at this back part here, right at the very end. It has an envelope for you to put in all of like your loose pieces of paper or whatnot. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. If you love stationery, you need this. If you have someone in your life who loves stationery, give them this. This is so beautiful, guys. It has some parts that you can color. I mean, this is just a dream. And they had like 3 or 4 different themed ones. I was mostly attracted to this Enchanted Kingdom because it's kind of dark and fairy tale-ish and all that. But they had some that were like retro vibes. They had another one that was like flowery themed. This is just the one that suited me the best. Trust me, I would have gotten them all, but they were a little on the pricey side. And I don't think, look at this page. Like, see, I can't even concentrate on what I'm telling you because of this. And it is pricey, but I think you got your money's worth, you know? But it is definitely a more expensive treat kind of a purchase. But it's just stunning. Like, I love it so much, and I can't wait to use it on my reading journal. So, for all of you who follow my channel for my reading journal things, I will be using this soon. And yeah, this is basically my Barnes and Noble haul. I will be sharing with you a little bit of that journey on a little montage of the clips that I took. And yeah, I haven't really read much. I haven't read anything actually since I last updated you earlier today. But I'm looking forward to finally getting into bed and being able to relax a little bit and read, and maybe read a couple pages of my book. And I forgot to tell you what I discovered. On my forgot what it was. I went to look at the price or something, and I got a recommendation for House of 13. So apparently, House of 12 has a sequel. The book I'm currently reading, that has been out for quite a few years, just has a sequel that was released recently, I think. So clearly, I'm going to order it. But and it's called House of 13. But I didn't even look at what it is. I just saw it and I was like, oh, and then it said sequel to, and then I stopped reading because obviously I don't want it to ruin the book I'm right now reading. But I did not know that had a sequel. If you guys have read this House of 12, did you know this had a sequel? I have to tell my friends now, Michelle, if you're watching, there's a sequel to the book. So yeah, I'm very excited to pick that up, and maybe I can order it and read it next month. And yeah, I had no idea. So yeah, I had to update you on that too. But yes, so I'm looking forward to wrapping this up tomorrow and then starting my last book for this vlog tomorrow. And then that's it. This vlog will be over, but it's been so good so far. And yeah, I will update you tomorrow when I have read a little bit more or finished my House of 12 book. Hi, friends. I come with an update. I officially finished reading The House of 12. So I don't remember now how much I told you. I don't remember exactly how much I told you. I really liked this. I liked the premise a lot. I liked where it was going. But then I think it fell short for me in the resolution, the ending of it, how things went down at the very end. Like it didn't know how to end. And I think I've talked about this before on my channel with certain books. I feel like sometimes the authors have a really good idea, but they don't know how to like end end it. Like how do you execute the whole thing? How do you end it? The ending is obviously not satisfactory. At least to me, it wasn't satisfactory. I did find out, like I told you in my last update, that there is a part two. So I don't know. It ends like in a way that it lends itself to a part two. So I'm glad there is a part two. I don't know if it's going to focus on any of these people, or it's going to have a brand new set of characters or whatnot. But I just found that the ending was not what I wanted it to be. However, I did enjoy a lot of the book. I enjoy the premise. I am giving it 4 stars, so I recommend it. I think it was good. It's just I wish the ending would have been a little bit different. Something else would have happened with the ending. And I feel I'm one of those readers that premise counts a lot for me. Like the premise is important for me, but also resolutions matter to me as well. I don't want to feel disappointed at the ending, and I think that happens often. So yeah, I liked it. I recommend it. I think it's really good. It has a good balance of gory stuff, kind of supernatural things. If you're a horror reader and you like a good, you know, premise of characters trapped, trying to figure out who's holding them hostage and why and how do they escape, then I recommend this. If you need like a good ending or a solid ending or answers to all your questions, then this is not it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. And I did start and get very into, I want to say I'm almost 3/4 of the way done with this, with Walking Practice by Dolki Min. So, very quickly, let me tell you what it's about and what I'm thinking so far. So, in this, we are following an alien who is a shapeshifter. So, he has the ability to turn into whatever shape physically he wants. And he's like a cannibal, like in a sense, he eats humans, right? But he's not human, so not really a cannibal, but you know what I mean. He takes human form and eats humans. And basically, that's the premise of this book. So far, I think it has great commentary on gender. I'm really enjoying some of the things that it is saying on gender and appearance and how much of the physical appearance we connect to gender. It's definitely like a queer book. It feels very queer. It feels like a lot of the topics and underlying commentary deals with the queer experience. So if you're into that, I think that's wonderful. Like it's really, really good. I think there's really good gore. If you like gory horror, this has a lot of gore. It's very explicit, sexually explicit. So if you don't like gore or sexually explicit text, then maybe Walking Practice isn't for you. I find it funny. I think it has very humorous parts. I like the way that it's carrying out certain messages and ideas out in a funny, whimsical, nonsensical kind of way. I do find that it's a little crude at times with some of its verbiage and stuff like that. So, something for you to keep in mind. And I do love what it's doing with the text. So, it plays around a little bit with the format of the text, which I find to be very interesting. So, if you notice here, let me get to some of the parts where it does it. So if you see here, let me see if I can take you close enough for that. Do you see how it plays around with the spacing of the text and the way the words are laid out there is very interesting. Like it makes some strategic decisions to do that. It also has a lot of these illustrations of our main character, which I love, and they kind of change their appearance throughout, which I think is so cool considering that he's a shapeshifter, a changeling, or whatever. I think they refer to him as a shapeshifter. So I really like that. I think it's very, very cool. I'm enjoying it. I just feel like I'm far enough in the book that I wish more things were happening. Like I don't know where this is going. Like I feel like it's very slice of life for this alien, and I don't really see like the conflict just yet, or yeah, I'm missing, like I'm getting close to the end already, and I think we have yet to meet what that's going to be. And it's taking a little bit, but so far I'm liking it just fine. I think it's good. I think it's funny. It's different. I've never read anything like this before. So if you like horror that's a little bit different from most things or whatnot, I recommend this one. And I'm going to go ahead and finish it now. I'm going to have a little bit of go. I'm going to finish it here with you now. And I'll be back with my thoughts as soon as I'm able to get through it. and I finished walking practice. It was definitely something. That last scene got very intense, and yeah, it was pretty interesting, guys. So I think right now I'm gonna give this a 3 star. I think that's where I feel comfortable. It was a interesting, different horror novella. I liked it. It's not my kind of horror really, but I still enjoyed it. I thought it was very cool. My favorite part, honestly, about this was the commentary. I thought it had great commentary, which I love when horror has commentary like this. It's making statements about something bigger than itself. You know, that's my favorite part of a good horror piece. I thought it was action packed. I enjoyed. I think it had a good ending. I think the ending was, you know, what we would expect a book like this to have as an ending. So yeah, I feel like it's not my kind of book, you know, but I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people who like weird books, if you like weird books, I think you would enjoy it. You would like it just fine. And it's different. And I've never really read anything like it before. So I thought it was good. But I do think it's about 3 stars for me. I did enjoy the main character though. I found the main character to be very quirky, you know, and had a lot of personality. There was a lot of breaking of the fourth wall that I enjoyed as well. So yeah, maybe I bump it up a little bit, but right now I'm comfortable saying it's like a 3 star. And what's most important is that this vlog is now coming to an end. I'm so happy, guys, with all of the things that I read for this vlog. So 4 horror novellas, and I thought they were very good. I think this was pretty successful. If I had to tell you like how I'm rating them and my preference, I believe it's gonna go like this. So Cycle of the Werewolf was my favorite. Then we have D7, then the House of 12, and then lastly Walking Practice. So I think that's what it's going to be. 5 star, 4.5 star, 4 star, 3 star. That's what I think I'm comfortable with right now. But this was such a fun and successful vlog. I really enjoyed it. I hope you had fun going on some adventures with me while I read these books. And yeah, let me know, have you read any of these horror novellas or any of them on your list? Did I kind of persuade you to pick one up? Because they're all really good and I do recommend all of them. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Bye!